So this is the Teatro di San Carlo. It's more beautiful than I'd imagined.
The Pride of Naples, Italy.
I read they've been performing shows here for more than 200 years.
Précisément. Think of all the performers who have stood on that stage.
Zinnia, thank you so much for bringing me here.
Are you joking? I've been looking forward to this for months. I might not have studied the history of music like you did, but this is where I learned to love it.
They've opened the doors. Should we go in?
Oh no, my dear. For this, we are not going down. We are going up. We have a box reserved for us.
My, you do know how to impress a lady. I hope you're not expecting anything in return for all this flash.
Expect? Oh, yes, I expect. You'll be begging for it before the night is over.
You're in a fine mood tonight.
It's this place. It gets into my blood. On this side of the curtain, elegance and refinement. People dressed in their finest, on their best behavior.
But on the other side,
struggle and dreams, sweat and rouge, talented liars prepared to fool those who paid to be fooled. Oh, and the songs, the music. Oh,
they haven't started playing yet.
I can already hear it.
Is that young Zinnia I see running through the aisles, playing hide-and-seek amongst the flats?
Oh, no, I was much older. More likely to be sneaking into the orchestra pit for a secret tryst. This is where I left my teenage years behind.
Ah, lusty embraces and borrowed clothing.
Now you're getting it.
And what did your auntie say to all of this?
She was only interested in my voice. She could care less what I did with the rest of my body.
And she knows we're here?
She does. This is her box, after all. We'll see her after the show.
And just who is this woman? A voice coach, a conductor, lead soprano?
No. She's a demon who lives deep in the bowels below the building and only emerges to teach those whose voices she deems worthy. They think she's a myth, but she's very real. And if they ever caught her, they'd likely kill her on the spot.
You're serious?
Of course.
But how... what?
Shh. The show's about to start and I'd hate to miss the opening scene.
Ox Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's adventure, At the Level of Your Eyes.
That was truly amazing. Like the moment during the second aria, she took that breath. I was so sure she'd forgotten her place. And then she just let loose. The hair on my arms was raised.
It was a wonderful performance. And now can we get back to the part where your aunt is a demon?
Shh, not in the hallway. It's bad luck. Step into the dressing room with me. We should be clear. No, she is not a literal demon, but that is how she wishes to appear to others. She calls herself La Diable de Musique.
Music devil? Wait, shouldn't it be Diavolo della Musica?
No, she's actually French.
Then why isn't she at the Paris Opera House?
It seems that location is already claimed.
I'm having difficulty with this already.
My love, why don't we meet up with her and we can all talk?
Yeah, all right. I suppose you have a mystical songbook or something to summon her?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I must sing into a magic mirror.
What?
I just need to adjust these specific bulbs in the right order. Then I sing. Au diable de musique, ne veux-tu pas me chanter ta chanson?
You're teasing me, right? This is a prank.
Oh, mon étudiant, tu aimes ma chanson.
Where did all this smoke come from?
And so she returns to me, my lost song.
She's wearing a mask. Of course.
Diable, I'm so sorry that it's been so long.
Zinnia, my wandering child, my unfinished symphony.
I would like to introduce you to the love of my life, my wife, Saffron.
Lovely to meet you, Diable. I'd say Zinnia's told me all about you, but in truth, this is the first I've heard of you.
Then she did as she was told and kept my secret. Do you sing?
No, but I've studied opera and the...
I see. And what about you, little flower? Have you kept up with your singing?
Yes, but probably not in the way.
You remember the opening of the second act of Il Brutto Pastore, yes?
I do, but...
Sing it for me then. 1, 2, 3, and... Oh no, he's found me.
I hear your voice, La Diable.
You never saw me. You don't know me. Tell him nothing.
Please let me look upon you.
Of course, but what is the...
The roof. After. Find me. You know where.
Aha! I have you now, devil. What? Gone again? How does she continue to elude me?
Excuse me, but who are you?
The better question is, who are you, and what are you doing backstage?
We could ask you the same question.
Me? Why, I am Signore Ralphson, and my family are the chief financiers of this company.
While we...
We were hoping to meet the lead soprano and perhaps get her to sign our programs. We thought her singing was so pretty.
Fans. You shouldn't be in here. Get out before I get security to throw you out.
Of course. We'll be on our way. It was a lovely show.
Wait!
So close.
Yes?
I know La Diable was here. Do you know who she is? Where she is? Are you hiding her?
Sir, I can say with all honesty, I don't know anything about this La Diable.
I see in your eyes that you speak the truth. You may go.
Thank you, Signore.
Oh, les cartes boeuf.
What was that?
She was just saying what she'd like for dinner. You have such lovely noodles here. Good night.
I'll find you, devil woman. You can't hide forever.
What was that all about?
I have no idea, but what an odious man.
Seems your Diable has quite an admirer.
I promise there's nothing admirable about him.
The roof was empty. How did you... You know what? Question withdrawn. I'm just going to go with the flow here.
Who was this Signor Ralphson, and what is he to you?
To me, a pesky fly, an annoyance, nothing more. Unfortunately, he comes from wealth and privilege, which means he has the resources to pursue me and the history of always getting what he wants.
And what does he want?
Ralph wants to be taught by me.
How did he...
Sorry to interrupt, dearest. Did you say his name was Ralph?
I did.
His name is Ralph Ralphson?
It is. Can you guess what his father was named? The family are good at making money and completely unimaginative in every other aspect of their lives.
May I continue?
Of course. Let's find out more about Ralph Ralphson, the son of Ralph.
How did this come to be?
Old story. The opera needed money. The Ralphsons came in as patrons. Ralph heard the stories whispered in the hallway and decided he needed to be the next star of the Teatro di San Carlo.
Does he have any musical talent?
He couldn't carry a note in a bucket, but he's tearing through the opera, disrupting the artists, sending hired thugs to investigate all the nooks and crannies. It won't be long until he stumbles into something he shouldn't see. And then I'd need to kill him, which would be such a hassle.
I can imagine.
And it would likely fail.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty talented.
No, such a crime wouldn't go unanswered. Suddenly, you'd have the whole family trying to avenge him, with all of their resources aimed at tracking you down.
Couldn't you just teach him?
Absolutely not. I pledged that I would never give aid and comfort to the enemies of opera. I would sooner throw myself to the city streets below. In fact, I might as well do that and spare my artistic integrity. Adieu, cruel world!
Not so fast! Let's leave a dramatic death as our last choice, not the first. We are here now. We can help.
Help? You? How? She can't even sing.
A dramatic death.
See, even she agrees with me. Bonne nuit, sweet life.
Hold on, Diable. I think you're about to hear something amazing.
She's not going to sing, is she?
No, but I know that look. My amazing wife has come up with an incredible idea, haven't you?
No, it's silly. I don't think it would work.
We're on the roof of an opera house with a music demon who is determined to throw herself off. We can afford to get a bit silly.
Okay, well, it's a rough idea, but Diablo is on to something.
I'm onto everything. But, what specifically?
You won't teach him,
I'd rather die.
and he won't stop looking for you.
He'd rather die.
The only way out of this I can see is to make it seem like you're actually dead.
We stage her death. A fake crime scene. A disheveled room. Blood spatters on the mirror.
No. Well, yes to the first part. But these are dramatic people, so her death needs to be epic. Over the top.
Operatic.
Exactly. We stage a huge epic death scene where Ralph will actually see Diable die.
And it must be sung.
It what?
To really carry the emotion, the death scene must be sung. An epic final stanza. Mere dialogue cannot replace the power of the song.
But what is the story?
The jilted lover.
What?
Jealousy is a powerful emotion. I should know. Diable agrees to teach Ralph when suddenly...
Zinnia appears, my jealous former student, enraged that someone has taken her place.
Huge confrontation. Everyone's singing. Swords are drawn. A step too far.
A shocked look, a scream of dismay, the stage covered in blood. Everyone is dead.
Except Ralph.
No, I think he should die too. More dramatic that way.
No. Better that he lives with the guilt and pain, a shell of himself. He becomes a recluse, staring out the window, wondering what could have been.
But we die.
Of course you two die.
Then I'm in. Oh, I'm starting to like you. You've a dramaturge in you.
Do you really think this will work?
Who knows? It will be glorious in the attempt, amazing in success, and spectacular in failure.
It'll work.
All right then, let's make a musical murder.
And that's that. I'm here. I said, I'm here. Don't worry, everyone's gone home for the night and I've locked the stage door. I did everything you said in your note. I have to say, it was written in the most amiable nature. I thought you might have been a little angry at me. But you have to know I did it because I knew I could be one of the greats. But only if you get me there. Music ghost lady? I'm here. I'm ready. Where are you? Why are you making me wait? I hate waiting.
Insolent boy, so impatient. Always in such a hurry. Rude little boy, so insistent. Your teacher is here, don't worry.
Oh, you're singing already. Am I supposed to be singing too?
You have hunted me down, searched high and low, making me your quarry. But now I am here in spirit and flesh, so you can end your little safari.
I thought we'd be starting with scales or something like do, dear.
I am Diable de Musique, a whisperer ghost, the melody, my only god, and you, my new student, rich, handsome, and vain, of what lurks behind this facade.
that's very kind of you to ask. I've been working on some poems recently. If you'd like to...
walk along this path is to improve and to learn. You must give me a sign of devotion. The study of music is no simple thing. The opera's not a pond, it's an ocean.
Ah, yes, I expect that would be coming. I can assure you I have more than enough money to cover your expenses.
I'm not speaking of money, you fool. You must give me your heart, soul, and mind. When you become my student, your hopes and your fears, all of it must be left behind. For you'll be my one and only. You'll be my one and only. Our souls will entwine. Such music will find one and only.
Let me see, I think I got this. 2, 3, 4. Who's this lady? You're interrupting a private session.
I came to you, young and afraid, a friend I thought I'd made. You told me I had the voice of an angel, but soon I would be betrayed. I gave you everything, my heart and my soul. I let you into my mind, but betraying me was your only goal. Now you've left me behind. You said I was your one and only, that I would be your one and only, that we'd stay together forever entwined, that I'd be your one and only.
How can you come here after all that you've done, to stand there with hate in your eyes, when you ran off leaving our work undone, and now this unwelcome surprise?
You told me you loved me, you'd always be there, but when things turned rough, you were gone. You abandoned me, blocked me from your lair. When I needed you most, like the mist, you vanished in a new dawn. You left me your one and only. You said I was your one and only. Was it something I did or something I said? Why am I not your one and only?
You lied to me, villain. You think I didn't know about your secret tryst? You broke my rules to run around with your bow. It's my fault? What an unusual twist.
You didn't want a student, you wanted a slave, one who'd obey whatever you said, a perfect princess who'd always behave, but I wanted freedom instead.
You said you'd be my one and only.
You said I was your one and only.
But at the first fair face, now he should take my
He
place.
said I was his one and only. And now I find I've been replaced.
Your anger is misplaced.
You sure filled my role in
This
haste.
romance of yours was so fast-paced.
Such a sentiment is in poor taste.
I wish my teaching you could be
How
erased.
can you say that to me straight
The
face?
time I spent with you, what a waste. I won't listen to you anymore. Not anymore.
You said I was your one and only.
Betrayer.
That I would be your one and only.
Deceiver.
You said that my love was a gift from
Harlot.
above. This cut will be my one and only.
You were always my one and only.
What have I done?
You killed her.
Was my battle truly won?
Blood everywhere.
Why couldn't she say she was wrong to push me away?
I'll see you swing for this.
She was my one and only.
And I didn't even get my lesson. Drat. 2 dead women, puddles of blood. This doesn't look good. That's enough opera for me. Wonder if I can start taking clarinet lessons again.
Is he gone?
Gone for good.
That was wonderful. Well done, Saffron.
A song is only as good as the singer.
This is true. And the verses at the start needed work. Your rhyme scheme was all over the place.
The show's over. I don't need notes.
Any artist must learn to take criticism if they are to improve their craft.
Well then, I officially retire from songwriting.
Quitter. And you, those things you sang, such passion. Were any of them true?
Quite a few. These days, I live with my whole heart. If I didn't believe it, I would not have said it.
Next time, try picking a note and staying on it. Otherwise, the audience can get lost. And crisper syllables. Now, Saffron, if you'll excuse us, we've got work to do.
Excuse me? Excuse you?
What are you talking about?
Your training. Now that our ugly suitor has been dispatched, I assume you've come to resume your training. You must send away distractions, and she is quite a distraction.
I think you meant to offend me, but I take that as a compliment.
Take it how you'd like, but take it out of my opera house.
I did not come to pick up again where we left off, but to see you again, to show you how I'd grown, what my life was like now.
All I see is the young woman who wouldn't see anything through. Nothing has changed there.
I will have you know.
Know what?
You know what? You're not worth it. You don't get to know the wonders I've seen nor what our time together meant to me. You don't deserve me in your life. Come along, my love. The curtain has fallen. It's time to exit.
An empty stage can be a lonely place. I hope the music is enough company for you.
You were my one and only, forever my one and only. Everything I say will just push you away, but I'm glad you found your one and only.
Season 4, Episode 5, At the Level of Your Eyes, was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson. Our producer and sound designer is that siren of the stage, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Our talent wrangler is the warbling songbird known as Brooke Unverfirth. Starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plum as Saffron, Cara Gallo as Goldie, and Mandy Kaplan as Diable. The original song, My One and Only, featured lyrics by Kyle Olson and orchestrations by Headley Knights, who also made our theme song. Maestro, bravo! Our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin McLeod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ox Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is a Ox Hare media production. Old format, new ideas.